that was a humbling night. Give Baltimore a ton of credit. They came in here and were in complete control the whole game. And unfortunately, it wasn't up to our standard in regards to how we played, how we coached, and that's what happens.
Could Malik have gone back in at the end?
He could have.
Is that what you were expecting from them, just to try and run the ball down your throat all game?
Yeah.
Why weren't you guys able to stop it?
I got to go back and take a look at the film. But yeah, we didn't. That was tough to watch.
Matt, they didn't surprise you. What did you think about the fight that your defense showed tonight?
Again, I want to go back and before I say anything that might be a little off base. I just think we got to go back and take a peek at this. I just want to make sure we were putting our guys in position, to make plays, and whether we made the plays or didn't make the plays. All in all, we all see the end result. It just was not good enough. It wasn't up to our standard.
You guys have played quite a grind for like the previous 5 games, the division games in Denver and all that. Did you guys come out flat?
Well, I think that's the natural thing to say, the easy thing to say. I don't think I saw a team that was flat. I saw a team that we just got beat. We got whipped. And so, but I would not say that.
Hey Matt, you said
Because our guys did compete. They were battling. You saw in that first half, we turned the ball over twice in the plus territory. One on the 4th down, the other one on just a total misoperation when we snap the ball when we don't give a count. And and I thought our defense did a good job in those moments. It's just the rest of the game, it just wasn't good enough.
Man, you said they controlled the game, but you get the stop. JJ has that stop for -5 on Henry.
Mm-hmm.
You force the punt. You guys go in and score to make it 27-24, and then you got a 3rd and 5 at Baltimore's 20, and Henry gets a 9-yard gain, and then he gets a 30-yard gain. Is that you could have stopped there, and despite all the bad stuff that happened, aren't you?
Yeah, you're giving yourself a chance, absolutely. And unfortunately, we in those critical moments when we needed to stop, we didn't get it done. So that's why I need to go back, take a peek at this, see what exactly went wrong. But yeah, that's why I thought our guys did battle. We were fighting. They were in complete control in the first half, and to Jason's point, it was 27-24 with an opportunity to get him off the grass. We didn't get it done.
What happened to Malik? He wasn't touched on the play. Was it just something with the throw? Or?
Well, you guys knew going into this thing that he's been battling through a throwing shoulder injury. So I just think that speaks to the type of competitor that Malik Willis is. He is as tough as anybody. He made play after play after play out there. He was one of the few bright spots, I would say, on the night in regards to what he was able to do. I thought he made plays. He threw the ball accurately, and it was kind of a crazy week in regards to him not getting really any reps. Missed a day being sick, came back. He was dialed in, man, and I thought he played outstanding.
During the course of that crazy week, did you sit on kind of knowing that you were going to go deep on your first play with him?
Not necessarily. Yeah, that was one of the things. We knew at some point in this game that we had to attempt some go balls. So that was more of a deal, I would say, yesterday or 2 days ago when we're kind of scripting the openers. That was going to be the first play of the game. And whether or not they give you that opportunity, just you're not quite sure. But I thought Rome made a hell of a play on it. I thought our receivers did a lot of good things in this game, but just it wasn't enough, obviously.
So Matt, what happened with Jordan as he went through the week?
He just didn't clear the protocol. I'm no expert in regards to how it all. There's a lot of tests you got to pass. And unfortunately, I think he's feeling physically good, but they have those measures in place, obviously, to protect our players. And he didn't pass the necessary tests to clear the protocol.
Like Bill said, with the Micah injury in Denver, then how you guys lost last week, it's no easy task to get the guys back up for a game like this. How do you feel the coaching staff has done to try and do that? And how do you feel about your locker room?
Well, I mean, it's just, we're such a result-oriented business. I mean, when you are in a game of this magnitude, we still had a lot to play for. I mean, in my mind, we obviously needed some help with Chicago, but it felt like we had a pretty good week of practice. But when you come out here and you put on a performance like that, it doesn't necessarily feel that way. So I don't think anybody was like relieved that we made the playoffs. We were still, like I said, we still had a ton to play for. It was the same routine in regards to how we went about our process in regards to how we prepare for a game. Unfortunately, it wasn't good enough. That's the bottom line.
Do you think you'd be inclined to maybe, even if Jordan passes protocol this week, hold him out just to get him ready for the playoffs?
I don't want to speak too soon on that, Rob. Just we just want to get him through the protocol, and then we'll have a decision to make.
Matt, do you have any update yet on either Dontavian Wicks or Kamal Hayden? I know they both went out with injuries today. I was just wondering if the medical staff had.
Yeah, I've gotten no updates. I know Kamal certainly did not look good being out there on the field. So feel terrible for him. It's one of those unfortunate things that happens in football.
But the same question as last week, but how does Malik do what he did tonight? If you didn't get any reps at the number ones and goes out and shreds those guys tonight?
It's a hell of a question. I don't know. I think it just is a credit to him and the amount of work that he's put in and the type of player he is. He's showing everybody who he is and what he can be. So I thought he did a lot of great things tonight.
I know it was a crazy week with the uncertainty there, but it sure looked like you called this game tonight like you had a starting quarterback behind center. Was that intentional? Did you just kind of release the reins and let him go?
Well, yeah, and then early on, I think you could kind of feel what type of game it was going to be, and I just felt like we were going to have to score a lot of points, and unfortunately just didn't score enough points. Just sick about those two first quarter turnovers in the plus territory there. Obviously the fourth down, not converting that. I mean, shoot, we had 3rd and a half a yard, couldn't get it with a sneak, and then we ran a downhill run. We missed a run through linebacker, and you get stuff there. So that was disappointing.
What happened on the snap? It looks like Malik is canning the play.
Yeah, he was canning to another play, and we hadn't even started the cadence yet, and we snapped the ball. So obviously that's just operation error, and unfortunately that sometimes happens when you're in there with a new quarterback, and especially not getting all the reps, throughout the course of the week. It's not an excuse. It just happened.
And you think back to when you lost Jordan in Brazil, and you obviously had a very specific game plan against Indy the next week here with Malik starting. What is it, just being around him all this time, that you knew you could call a game this way? Because like Ryan said, you didn't call it like you were playing with your backup quarterback.
Yeah, he's given us a lot of confidence, and I think it's a credit to him. I thought he played an outstanding game going in Chicago a week ago. So, he is unflappable. Like, he is as calm as they come, and just is a resilient dude. I can't say enough great things about Malik.
So, can I ask one more?
You can ask as many as you want.
So, I know this is
Sorry, Matt.
This is not the way you wanted tonight to go. This sucks. I get it. But you're in the playoffs. You still have a hell of a lot in front of you. How do you manage to get these guys going back in the right direction after the playoffs?
I think we got a pretty proud group in there. I think they're all disappointed in our performance tonight. These are grown men, and I don't think they're going to shy away from this. Just knowing that group, we all got to it sucks. It hurts. It's extremely disappointing, but we all, each individual, have to look in the mirror and say, are we doing what we need to do on a daily basis to give us, our team, the best chance to go out there and compete against good football teams? And, you know, when you don't do that, you have nights like tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
what happened on the play when you got injured?
I just felt a little tweak. I think, all the treatment had me feeling good, and I think a little soreness just built up over that point into that point of the game. I slid and kind of hit it a little bit, and on that throw, I kind of threw it all arm, and I kind of felt it a little bit. I just want to check it out and make sure everything was all right.
Was it tweaking your shoulder, your chest? It looked like you're kind of holding the center of your body.
No, it was just a little tweak,
What did they do when you came in here?
They just checked it out, and then they, said I was good to go back.
Did you take any kind of a pain shot or anything?
They just, checked it out, and, I had it on back out there, and I was ready to go.
So Matt said that you didn't take any reps this week because Jordan, well, you were sick one day, then Jordan was here the other. How did, it's kind of the same question as last week, how do you do it? Like, obviously you had a great game.
Just leaning out on my own understanding. I mean, obviously you want to take reps if you feel like you're going to play in the game, but just trusting in God's plan for my life and trusting in all the reps that we got this offseason and actually being here in the offense and going into my second year. I think it's been great. You get to learn so much this is my fourth year in the league. You get to see so many different styles of offense and understand why we're doing certain things. And I think that Matt does a great job and, communicating with us and making sure that we know what to do with the ball and when he calls the play, what he's thinking. And I just think it works out like that.
Malik, what'd you see on your 2 touchdown runs? They looked very similar to us, but I'm sure they were a little bit different.
It's a good opportunity to get out on the edge and, have a one-on-one. It was fun.
What did you think yesterday when Matt said that you're going deep the first play?
I thought it was cool that he trusted me enough to give me an op. Obviously, predetermined, so we could have went a multitude of places, but they gave us the look for it. And, I thought it was awesome, and Rome went out and made a great catch.
Does that just show you how much you've grown since week 2 last year, where it's a heavy run game and you're throwing short, and it's entirely different in terms of game plan what we saw tonight?
I think it's just a testament to, the coaching. I mean, they want to put you in position to be successful. Obviously, after being here 10 days, I don't know if I knew the whole, passing game as well as I needed to go in there and start week 2 last year, but they definitely have been continuing to grow me and prepare me so that I feel just as comfortable as when Jordan goes in there and they can call the same offense and we can play ball.
How have you refined and gotten your downfield throws more accurate? Because it's totally different than what you had in Tennessee in terms of production on those throws.
I mean, more than anything in Tennessee, I kind of got thrown in the fire. I wouldn't say I was ready yet. I hadn't seen them much. My first time being under center every single play almost. I didn't do that in college, and just understanding the different type of defenses that you receive in the league versus college. Obviously, you're going to be in more 11 and 12 in college, and we get into all these different personnels in Tennessee, and all right, now you're seeing base, now you're seeing sub, now you're seeing dime, and understanding what comes with that. I just wasn't ready at the time, and even on some of our plays, I was still trying to just, absorb it all. But you kind of get thrown out there, and you get, for what it is, that's who you are. That's how the league works. Whatever you get to put on tape, that's who you are, regardless if it's a good showing or not. And that's 3 starts. I mean, that's all it was. You can call it, all these different times I get in the game, garbage time, whatever. I mean, obviously, that's not very accurate. But
Do you feel like what you've put on tape here is the real Malik Willis?
I think that we just got to keep playing ball and taking it 1 week at a time. Hopefully we can get out with a W next week after looking at this tape and understanding where we went wrong. And we can worry about all that stuff after the season.
Hey Malik, when you talk about being ready, as you stand there right now with the body of work you put together these 2 years, especially tonight, do you feel like you're ready at this point to be a starting quarterback?
I try not to look too far ahead. I just got to stay where my feet are, and obviously right now I'm backing up Jordan and just doing what I can to stay ready and be ready to go if the team needs me.
You're also, you're playing for next year too, though, and I'm sure that's not lost on you. What would your pitch be to a team that's thinking about giving you that shot?
I think that what you put on tape is your pitch, and obviously, any opportunity, it would be a blessing, and you want to think about that type of stuff, but you can't worry about tomorrow. Today have enough problems of its own. We got to figure out how to get back on track here.
You use the word fun on the touchdown runs. Was it fun tonight? I mean, you were behind from the get-go. You're playing uphill the whole game. Was it fun to throw it all around? Was it frustrating because you couldn't get over the hump? I guess what was the mentality out there for you?
I mean, football is fun, and you should play it with joy. I mean, obviously, you want to win the game, and you want to be winning the whole time, but just being out there and playing ball is fun, you know what I mean? I mean, that's so simple, but it is. I mean, this is what we love to do. We've been playing it since we were little kids. Obviously, the ramifications are different now, but I think it's awesome that we get to go out there and just have fun for a living, literally. And obviously, you want to be back in the game. We were fighting. I don't think nobody on that offense was not fighting. I think the defense were fighting. I think it just didn't go their way tonight. And that's the way this league works. There are good players everywhere. And we just got to look at the film, step back, and figure out what's wrong and fix it. That's all it takes.
Well, you're in the playoffs, but what do you guys have to do this coming weekend against Minnesota to make it right going in, if that makes sense?
We got to watch the film about today first, figure that out, and then watch the film on those guys and do what we can to prepare a game plan and prepare ourselves to go out there and play ball again.
You knew that you had the injury coming in, but with how the night went for you, what's going through your mind when you're leaving that game? It's spare enough to get those snaps, but then they go really well. What's going through your mind?
I should have just got it checked at halftime just in case to make sure everything was everything. But you just hate to leave in the middle of a drive, obviously, as well as it was going. We could have got 3 or 7. We could have made it a one-possession game. You know, maybe defense gets a stop. But we don't get into ifs and buts and ands. That's just the way it went, and it's unfortunate, obviously.
How much problems was it giving you before that throw?
I mean, it was going smooth until just a couple bang-bang plays, sliding, hitting the ground, and threw one all arm, and it kind of just, it was getting a little aggravated, so I wanted to just check on it.
2 more from Malik.
Hey, Malik, you talk about your faith a lot, but we also know that God helps those who help themselves. How do you walk out of here tonight? Like, your team loses, you play the way you did. What does it mean to you, and what do you think you showed the guys that maybe they didn't? Maybe they already knew what you were all about, but you kind of reinforced what you were all about. Just how do you walk out of here?
You walk out grateful yet disappointed, you know. Obviously, you want to go out and win every game, but it don't work out like that sometimes. And still grateful for the opportunity to glorify God. Still grateful for the opportunity to go out and play ball again, you know what I mean? And still grateful that I get to fight with those guys that are in that locker room, because every man in there gives it their all. Obviously, we see guys go down, and that, you know, it's disheartening, all the work you see guys put in, and it's just unfortunate, so.
Just to clarify, so you mentioned you wish that you would have gotten checked out at halftime. At that point, was it giving you any problems?
No, it was fine. It was fine. That's why it's unfortunate. I should have just in case.
Thanks, Malik.
That's right.